Good morning and welcome to back-to-back weekends of show jumping here at the Surge Equestrian League 2026. I'm Diane Penny.
And I'm Dhruv Futnani, bringing you all the action live from the Surge Stable, Bengaluru. Exciting day coming up. We have almost 100 entries, 18 different clubs, 5 different classes.
Yes, and we're definitely in for a very, very competitive first class this morning. We're going to have 18 combinations representing 5 stables here at Surge.
And we'd like to welcome back NASA Polo, the Hyderabad Polo and Riders Club, and the Velo Riding Club back to the competition this week.
Surge. Surge. I'm well aware this is not just another day. The sunlight shines and shows me the way. Surge. Surge. We can be gentle, there's no need for force. Love is the vibe with you and me and my horse. Surge. You can't explain it unless it's real. And the feeling of victory is something I feel. I know I can do this. This is my course. It's only my thoughts, me and my horse. You might feel like the world is standing still, and sometimes things can go against your will. That is the time to put your cards on the table. Just eat, sleep, ride, repeat at Surge Stable. Surge.
And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our course fly-through. So joining us for fence number 1, which is the purple fence, sort of in the middle of the arena. And then heading for our black, red and white fence number 2. Taking onto a right turn, coming down in front of the clubhouse. And looking for our fence number 3, which is the blue and white fence going across the diagonal towards our grandstand. Here we will see our riders moving on to a left turn, sweeping around onto the blue, yellow and white fence number 4, just near our warm-up area and going towards our entrance gate and turning left in front of the judges box for our combination at fence 5A and B. And that will be the end of our first phase in this special 2-phase competition. Keeping on the left turn, our riders will look out for fence number 6, which is the yellow and white, again on the diagonal, and then going for fence number 7. At this point, moving on to our right turn as we search out fence number 8. And staying with our horses through until the white fence of number 9 down on the far side near the clubhouse. Taking through onto the left turn in front of our grandstand will be fence number 10 and at fence number 11. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our course this morning for our small tour.
And once again, to remind you, this is the small tour which is coming up. It will be a competition in a 2-phase special competition. Under table A, the article is 222.2.3. The heights are at 110 centimeters. Speed will be 350 meters per minute. The time allowed in phase 1 will be 39 seconds. So phase 1 is not against the clock. Once the riders complete the second element of the combination at 5B, the timing will start, and the second phase, which is jump number 6 to jump number 11, the time allowed is 45 seconds. Phase 2 will be against the clock. So it is a speed class. We're going to have the riders really pushing from jump number 6 all the way to jump number 11. And when we have 2 riders or more with equal number of penalties, the faster rider in phase 2 will be considered.
This weekend has been designed by Yusuf Al Mahmoudi, representing the United Arab Emirates. And we're just watching our riders in the warm-up area making their final preparations before we will get our small tour underway. First rider in the small tour this morning will be Balaji Vijay riding Kylano. He will be followed by Sriram on Tara, Saravanan on Obito, Mir Azam on Beliz Pong, Yashas Tupakula on Freezing Rain, and Aadya Esha on Islao Lauvo. Those are our first 6 riders who we will soon be welcoming into the main arena. And while we're just waiting for that, obviously we would... And we have just like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors, as always, who ensure that these competitions here at Surge run really well. So just wanted to say a big thank you to Mantena Group, Skyjets, ABI Attachments, Divis, TRM, Equine Nutrients, and of course Clip My Horse. I believe we have just had a update from our warm-up area.
And we're told that serial number 2, Sriram on Tara, will not be joining us. He is withdrawn from the competition. So we have a total of 17 competitive entries in the small tour. The first rider will be at 7:30 a.m.
And our first rider is now joining us in the main arena, Balaji Vijay. And Balaji is joining us on Kylano. He is riding head number 1 and representing Surge Stables.
And a great way to get things started, Balaji Vijay on Kylano. One of the most exciting horse rider partnerships we've seen over the last couple of shows. The bell is given by the judges, so we are ready to get things started with the small tour. First rider in the arena. Once again, this is a 2-phase special competition, so phase 1 will not be against the clock. They have to make it within the time allowed, of course, which is 39 seconds. Phase 2 will be against the clock, and we will be taking the total of penalties from phase 1 and phase 2 to decide the results.
And that is an unfortunate refusal there at fence number 2 for Balaji and Kylano, and he will come back around again to take fence number 2 for a second time. And unfortunately, dropping a fence there on the second attempt at fence number 2.
He's already picked up 8 penalties now, 4 for the refusal and 4 for the drop at jump number 2. It looks like he's got Kylano going again, so he's back on the course, clears 4 and approaching the combination at 5.
And unfortunately there is a second refusal there, and if we do have 2 refusals in a round, that would result in an elimination, and that is what has happened here to Balaji and Kylano, but we do wish them the best at their next competition. And Balaji will probably just want to take Kylano over 1 fence before exiting the arena, just to ensure that they exit on a positive note.
Yep, something about today where Kylano is not very happy. You can see a little bit hesitant going into the fences. Hopefully they can get things sorted out and come back tomorrow. And our next rider is Saravanan on Obito, representing Kovai Stables, Coimbatore. They had a very interesting clear round yesterday, definitely one to watch out for. So Obito is a very young stallion, has been competing for a little bit of time now. Came to India as a very young horse, so he's been trained over here and he's been doing well at the competitions.
Yes, and we just wait for the judges to give the bell. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So Saravanan riding Obito are just about to start their round.
Yep, and the 45-second countdown has started. So riders need to cross the start line before the 45 seconds run out. If they don't, the timer starts automatically. It's not a penalty. They just end up losing a little bit of time and put more pressure on themselves to complete phase 1 within the time allowed of 39 seconds. Obito getting warmed up and ready to go. So having a few discussions with Saravanan before getting started. Once he crosses the start line, it's the purple and white oxer, jump number 1, coming up for Saravanan on Obito.
Yes. And he seems to have settled in. And just as we say that, another little discussion there happening on the turn for fence number 3, which is a bit unsettling to the rider.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit careful because they still need to make it within the time allowed. Otherwise, they will pick up some time penalties in phase 1. So approaching the combination at 5, and once he crosses element B, you can see the timing device. So they are into phase 2.
And Saravanan turning quite early there, but unfortunately has dropped a pole there on fence number 8.
Yep, so he's got 4 penalties. The judges, of course, will let us know if there are any time penalties, but from what we can see, 4 jumping penalties for Saravanan on Obito. And the next rider, serial number 4, Mir Azam on Beliz Pong from Nasser Polo, all the way from Hyderabad. So it's great to have them competing once again. They missed out on the first competition in July at the SEL, and they are back.
And looking very positive there coming into fence number 1, but a little hesitation there into fence number 2, but has got himself going around quite nicely to his approach for fence number 3.
Yeah, he started off very well. In fact, the clear round yesterday was a very nice round by Mir Azam on Beliz Pong. Beliz Pong, quite an experienced show jumper, definitely likes the speed classes, so a specialist for these kind of competitions. Unfortunately, did not get a stride coming into the combination at 5. And when a horse can't see the distance, makes it very difficult. So decides to refuse, and unfortunately the second refusal on the course for Mir Azam on Beliz Pong. So they are eliminated from the competition. Sorry.
Yes, but we hope we'll see them back again in action tomorrow. And looks like fence number 5A is going to be a tricky fence for our riders this morning, but we've only just started this class, so let's see how the rest of our competitors get on.
It is an interesting fence. It's an oxer coming along the judges' box, so they have the side of the arena as a support, but some of the horses are a little bit hesitant. And another horse rider combination which looked very impressive yesterday. Yashas Tupakula on Freezing Rain, representing the Flying Sea Stallion, which is a local club in Bengaluru.
Yes, and we often do talk about Freezing Rain's start to any competition. And
Yeah,
he definitely has some character.
Yep, but the nice thing about this horse is once he gets going, he is an absolutely fabulous show jumping horse. It's just that when he hears the bell and has to get started, there's always some discussion going on. So very smartly done by Yashas. He took him to the other side of the arena and starts off very well. So great job to get started within the 45 seconds. And I think once he crosses the start line, Freezing Rain, probably one of the best horses for a speed class. We saw him do really well at the last Surge Equestrian League, winning the gold in the medium, and on the second day winning the silver in the medium with Adam Oberoi in saddle. So a younger rider takes over the reins today.
And he has cleared the first phase, so going now into phase 2.
Yeah, it's great to see Yashas riding very confidently. Not an easy horse to ride. You can see he's really got to be switched on the entire way through. He's doing a great job. The heights are definitely not an issue for this horse, but takes a lot of guts to keep this horse going because he jumps with a lot of momentum, which can be scary for some of the younger riders.
And double clear in that round, and just waiting for the final time to be confirmed by the judges.
So he is going to be the new leader coming into the competition. 35.25 is the time in phase 2 for Yashas Tupakula on Freezing Rain. So he is our new leader. So any rider who wants to take over the top spot is going to have to do a clear phase 1, a clear phase 2, and a time faster than 35.25 in phase 2. And if there's one rider who can do it, it is Aadya Esha on Islao, representing the home team Surge Stable. She had a clear round in last week's competition, so certainly has the ability to have the clear round today. Has a fence down, so jump number 2 goes down. 4 penalties on the board for Aadya Esha.
Yes, and Islao has a very, very beautiful jump, but sometimes if he does get a little bit behind the rider, we do see mistakes coming into his legs, causing those poles to go down. Clear here on the combination, a little rustle there on element B, but it has stayed up, so now into our second phase.
Yeah, got very lucky on 5B. That's right by the media box. We could see the jump rattle, but it stays in place. Yeah, Islao definitely has a stride very much like an eventing horse, the long stride, so gets into a little bit of trouble when the distance from the takeoff is a little short, but seems to be doing a good job. Only 4 penalties on the board and 1 fence to go. So, good round by Aadya on Islao from Surge Stable. Completes around 37.27 with 4 jumping penalties. So the timing was pretty good. The time to beat is of course 35.25, so a couple of seconds faster. But to be at the top spot, you need to have a clear round, which Yashas Tupakula on Freezing Rain had set as the benchmark.
And next in the arena we have Manya Barnaby, wearing head number 6, representing EIRS.
Looks like we're ready to go with serial number 7. Unfortunately, has a run out at jump number 1. Don't know what happened there. Getting started with the oxer, of course, you need the horse really switched on. Didn't seem to get the stride, and the second refusal at jump number 1. That was definitely unexpected. Unfortunately, they are out of this competition. He actually did a nice clear round yesterday. I saw him go through with Manya, and she didn't seem to have any problems yesterday. So quite a surprise that Barnaby refused the first jump, but they're going to have to gather themselves back and see what they can do on day 2, which will be coming up tomorrow.
And our next rider into the arena, we welcome Mohammad Ali, riding Watermolen, head number 7 and representing velour riding. So Watermolen we've seen out before. He's a lovely jumper.
Yep, he's a horse which actually came from Surge Stable, so this is his home ground for quite a while. He's comfortable with the ground, and this horse rider partnership has done well in the past at the Surge Equestrian League competitions 2025. So they are in it with a very good chance. Mohammad Ali, of course, a very young rider, has been doing plenty of junior and young rider competitions over the last few years.
Yes, and looking very confident as they come forward to the combination here at fence 5, and goes through into the second phase, carrying clear in first phase.
Yeah, he's definitely going to pick up the pace now. You can see asking for a little bit more. He was very quiet and keeping phase 1 clear, and now he's asking for a few sharper turns and a little extension in the stride, and Watermolen is obliging really well. So looking confident. Nice to see this young man riding well. Only one more fence to go. Over the last fence, we will wait for the official numbers from the judges, but the time to beat was 35.25.
Yes, just waiting for the final confirmation from the judges. It did look fast, and he is confirmed as our new leader, Mohammad Ali and Watermolen. So new time to beat now is 21.4.
33.29 is the time that we've been given by the judges. 33.29 for Mohammad Ali on Watermolen, representing velour riding, our new leader.
Next in the arena we have Prithiv Krishna on Zara. He's already looking very strong out there, having cleared all 3 first fences.
Yeah, Zara had some very impressive rounds at the last SEL, which was just a week ago. So coming into the competition with plenty of good form. The horse knows this ground and he's putting up a good job. He's looking good in phase 2.
And unfortunately knocking down the front pole there on fence number 7. So carrying with him 4 penalties as he approaches his final 2 round fences in this round. So,
The standings at the moment, we have Mohammad Ali on Watermolen, currently in the first rank, clear round with 33.29, and in second place Yashas Tupakula on Freezing Rain 35.250. So 2 clear rounds at the moment. The other riders have 4 penalties. Saravanan on Obito
and Aadya on Islao.
And the next rider in the arena is Shresht Mantena on Quintani, representing the home team third stable.
Yes, and Shresht usually does take on the beginning of any first phase very steadily. Doesn't really push Quintani on. It's mostly careful as they try to achieve a clear in the first phase, but he will definitely start to step on the gas as he goes through the fences for the second phase.
Absolutely. So the time allowed in phase 1, 39 seconds. As long as the riders are within that, they are good to go.
And we are clear in our first phase and now heading for phase 2.
Yeah, that was an interesting turn from 5 to 6. Definitely saved some ground over there. Didn't go too wide. So he's in it with a chance. Nicely done from 8 to 9. A bending line with the white poles on 9. That can be quite challenging for the horses, but no problem at all for Shresht on Quintani. Only 1 fence to go. 34.99, an excellent time. That is going to put him currently in second place. Shresht Mantena on Quintani.
Yes, and coming into the arena now, we have Geethika Tikkisetty riding Valentin, head number 12, and again representing Sir's stable.
So very close at the top. The fastest round by Mohammad Ali on Watermolen, 33.290. In second place, Shresht Mantena, 34.990. And Yashas Tupakula, 35.250. The 3 riders with clear rounds. And could this be clear round number 4? Coming up is Geethika Tikkisetty.
And looking very steady and confident out there this morning. Geethika and Valentin have had very good rounds in most of their recent competitions. And coming through now into the final 2 fences in phase 1, and they have gone clear.
Okay, so we're going to see them cutting some of the turns. So a good turn from 5B to 6. And Valentin is quite a big striding horse, so he's going to have some advantage in terms of covering the distance. This turn from 9 to 10 is going to be very important. They can't cut it too much because it's a big oxer at 10 and 1 jump to go. This is looking good for Geethika. 31.91. We have a new leader. Geethika Tikkisetty and Valentin. What a super round. Really kept calm during phase 1, but phase 2 was fabulous.
Yes, and she certainly looked very pleased with that round, and a lovely pat there for Valentin. So we're just waiting for our next rider to join us in the arena. And here we have him. This is Jaden D'Souza riding Nemo 5 in head number 13 and representing ARC. Now, Nemo has quite an interesting approach to his fences. We saw him out last week competing, but did very well.
And it's great to see riders from all over the country competing at the Surge Equestrian League. ARC is based in Mumbai at the Mahalakshmi Racecourse, so great to see them competing over here. We also have riders, of course, from Coimbatore and Hyderabad, Vellore, and of course the home state of Karnataka, riders from Bangalore.
And a nice sharp turn there, fence number 6. And unfortunately just carrying with him 4 penalties for the dropped pole at fence number 3 in the first phase.
Yep, he will have a good time, but that 4 penalties are definitely going to hurt his overall standing. A drop at jump number 3. Ooh, a big jump over jump number 10. Took off a little too early and ended up knocking down the back pole. So a total of 8 jumping penalties. 32.42 was the time. So very impressive on the time, but the 8 penalties are going to put him back in the placings. But a good round by Jaden D'Souza on Nemo 5. I'm sure he'll fancy his chances in tomorrow's competition.
Yes, and into the arena now we have Sanjit on Alaba, head number 14 from HPRC.
So Alaba is one of the most well-known show jumpers, was competing in Delhi for a long time. Glad to see this horse competing in South India now. So Alaba representing the Hyderabad Polo and Riders Club. Definitely a superstar horse with plenty of potential. Here it's a new horse rider partnership with Sanjit Kanumilli. Alaba was competing at the Surge Equestrian League 2025, where we had seen Alaba in the big events at the grand finale.
And a very nice, confident approach into fence number 1. Seasoned professional, I guess.
Has to be careful to keep the momentum going. 350 meters per minute is the speed which is expected. So when the distance of phase 1 is measured, they need to complete it in 39 seconds.
Yes, and going clear there in phase number 1. Let's see what they are going to do for phase number 2. So time to beat 31.91.
Doesn't look like they're pushing too hard in terms of the speed. They're keeping it clean, so this could be our 5th clear round. We'll have to wait and see, but a very confident ride and well done in the end. 36.35, an impressive round by Sanjit Kanumilli on Alaba. I'm sure he's going to push it a little bit further tomorrow, but a round which is going to give him and the horse a lot of confidence.
Yes, and joining us now in the arena we have Sriram riding Isma Boy, head number 15 from Kovai Stables. So far 5 clear rounds, double clears for this morning. We're waiting for our 6th.
So Isma Boy has been jumping well, has been representing Kovai Stables over the last year or so. So quite an experienced horse. Has been doing the young rider categories with a couple of other riders. This time the more senior Sriram taking him through, giving him a taste of the arena and the jumps and the lighting, and I'm sure we'll see him pushing. I don't think he's crossed the start line yet, but having a few difficulties. And it looks like Isma Boy is ready to go. So over the first couple of fences, just a few issues before getting started. Oh, unfortunately, looks like Isma Boy is not in the mood today. So we're gonna have to take some time to figure out what's going on. But he is eliminated from the competition.
Yes, but we do wish them the best for tomorrow's round and hope to see them out again. But joining us now is Saravanan Luka, head number 16, representing Kovai Stables. And this is Saravanan's second entry this morning. He came in earlier on Obito. And let's see how this combination fares.
So once again, from Obito, he moves to another young stallion, Luka. Luka has been competing over the last couple of years, has done well in the novice and under 16 categories. This time with the senior rider Saravanan taking him through. He had a nice clear round yesterday. So the horse looks like he's in good shape.
And you can see how Saravanan really holds him back to set him up properly for the fence in front of him. So he's being very, very careful in this first phase. And now approaching the combination jump 5 in front of the judges and media box. And so far clear in first phase.
It's definitely making it look easy. So Luka with plenty of scope, jumps very clean, just sometimes has a bit of a steering problem. You can see not an easy horse to ride, plenty of input from the rider to keep him going. And unfortunately that turn was a little too sharp for Luka, and he has taken down jump number 8. So 4 penalties for Saravanan Luka, and the last fence does it well. So he's going to complete the round with 4 jumping penalties. 33.24 was the time, but looked like he was giving the horse a nice experience. Didn't look like he was pushing too hard on the time. Probably keeping the horse going for tomorrow's competition, and a well executed round by Saravanan Luka.
And now joining us we have Navya Anupati. She's riding Valentin, head number 75 from EIRS.
And Valentin had a very impressive round last time with Prithiv in the saddle. This was at the competition a week ago and was placed. So a horse which has plenty of ability, loves to do the speed classes. So she is definitely in with a good chance today.
So it does look as if Navya is just waiting for the signal. And setting Valentin up really well there for fence number 3, which has been taken very confidently.
Yeah, it's nice to see. I mean, it's a new horse-rider partnership. They seem to be getting along really well. I think this is their first competition together, so very impressive for Navya on Valentin. And she is into phase 2.
And she's just the second rider who's decided to take the inside turn there, but has kept fence number 8 up.
Yeah, we saw the previous rider do that turn and have the fence down, but no such problems for Navya. She is flying through the course. This is going to be a very impressive time. We wait for the judges to give us the numbers. 29.58. We have a new leader. Navya on Valentin. The 6th clear round of this competition, but certainly the fastest.
Yes, and she will be delighted with that round, obviously taking her into the top placing so far, with only 2 competitors to go in the remainder of this class. So next in the arena, we welcome back Mir Azam, this time riding Rikotta in head number 89, representing NASA Polo.
Yep, so his second entry of this competition came in serial number 4 on Beliz Pong, this time on Rikotta. I think this is a horse he is quite comfortable with. So Rikotta has been stabled at the NASA Polo Club for a while now. They've been doing well, so we wish them the very best. And following Mir Azam will be Ajay Shiva, who is the last rider in this competition, so only 2 riders to go. And unfortunately has a refusal at jump number 1, and he has dislodged the fence. So the bell is given, which means the timing will be stopped. The ground team has to rebuild that fence, and when the course designer gives the signal that everything is back as it needs to be, the judge will give the bell again, indicating to the rider that he can give it another go. So 4 penalties for Mir Azam on Rikotta, and 6 seconds will be added to the time. Nope, unfortunately the second refusal on the course. So Mir Azam on Rikotta will be eliminated from this competition, but we wish them the best for the competition coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, we could see in the preparation for the approach to the first fence, both of them just looking a little unsettled and not really got into a steady flow, and yeah, second refusal there for the combination means an elimination. So best of luck for tomorrow, when I'm sure we will see them out again. Final rider now in the arena, Ajay Shiva on Coco Conan Z, representing Surge Stables and riding in head number 11.
And if there is a rider who has been in this position many times, it is Ajay Shiva. He knows he needs a clear round, and he knows it needs to be faster than 29.58. Not going to be easy, but this horse rider combination has been so successful over the last few months that they certainly can do it. Yeah, he started off very positively. I don't think he's going to wait for phase 2. He's getting the horse in the frame of mind that he needs to go from the start of phase 1 itself. So could that strategy pay off? We have to wait and see.
Yes, they've definitely set a nice pace out there, very confident and forward. And now coming down through for the final 2 fences in our first phase. Little hesitation there into A, but managed to hold it together and clear B. So now into our second phase.
Yeah, they definitely had a moment in between the combination, But an experienced rider, Ajay Shiva, put the legs on and said, keep going. You may not have a perfect stride, but that doesn't mean the horse is going to lose out. He has been moving well, so this is a forward-going horse. He's going to have a chance. 29.58. He has one more jump. .07. That was so close. Just a little over half a second between Ajay Shiva and Navya. That's going to put him in second place at the moment, but what a fabulous round by Ajay Shiva. Rode it really well on Coco Kananzi. Brilliant performance by the home team rider from Surd Stable.
Yes, and that concludes our first class this morning, the small tour. We will just wait for the final confirmation of our sixth place riders. Just bear with us while we wait.
So per my calculations, the top 6 riders are 6 riders with clear rounds. So a fabulous performance by the riders in the small tour day 1 competition. We will be getting the official numbers from the judges in a few moments' time.
So as we're waiting for those final results to come through from our judges, we can see our ground staff are back out on the course as they readjust fences for our next class.
And the next class will be the medium tour. The course walk will be at 8:20. So the ground team have a few minutes to adjust the heights and make any changes decided by our international course designer. And we have our official results. Small tour day 1. In 6th place, Yashas Tupakula on Freezing Rain.
5th place went to Shresht Mantena on Quintani S.
In 4th place, we had Mohammad Ali on Watermolen.
3rd place went to Geethika Tikkisetty on Valentin.
In 2nd place, with a fabulous round at the end of the competition, was Ajay Shiva on Coco Kananzi.
But setting the place with the time to win 29.58 went to Navya Anupati riding Valentika PS. So congratulations to our top 6 riders and all of our competitors in our small tour. Stay with us and watch the highlights, and we will be back shortly for the medium tour class.